This is the absolute truth. Let me tell you something. Now, you might want to write this down, take a picture, screenshot this. You're going to have to do something with this that I'm about to give you. See, I'm about to give this to you. Listen, when you decide to live righteous, okay, you decide, like, I'm going to do the right thing, okay? You create opposition for yourself. Do you know why? Because the whole world, y'all think about it, not think about what I'm getting ready to say now. The whole world is going down the river in one direction. And when you decide to live righteous, you make the choice to swim upstream. So the whole world is going down in one direction and you are going the opposite way. So because you are going upstream, you have to fight against the currents and the tides. Am I making sense? See, going the opposite way is going to create pressure. This is normal. And this is my life, y'all. Okay? You can't just say you have faith. You can't just say you have faith. You got to live this thing. You have to live this thing. My faith is shown by my works. My friend, listen, in order to activate this lifestyle, you got to have a movement about yourself. That song was true. What did he say? I like to move and move it. I like to move it. You got to get the moving. You got to step into the unknown. See, if you know it already, if you already know it, if it's already set for you, then how will you execute your faith? How will you utilize your faith if you know it? You have to step in the unseen. You have to step in the unknown. It's the sacrifice that you have to make, y'all. It's the things that are not, it's like this. You have to be able to not see it with your natural set of eyes. I know. It don't even make sense with me saying it. You have to be able to see it with your eyes closed. That's your vision. And I know it sounds crazy because could you imagine seeing something that's not there? People gonna call you crazy. They will. They gonna call you crazy. Start speaking things into existence. Start saying what God gonna do. Start saying you sick right now, right? You got all kinds of things going on in your body. Start saying you healed. In spite of what the doctor's telling you, people gonna start looking at you. People gonna start looking at you funny. And it's okay, y'all. So we have to accept the role and be okay with the tides. It is what it is. Let's get into it. Greetings, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful brothers and sisters. Yes, it is your girl, yo big homie, TT. And welcome y'all to TT Talks. I'll snap all by myself. First, before we move forward, we have to give a special shout out to the APAP team for allowing your girl to use this here platform, honey, to represent God and his kingdom, y'all. That is my job. My job is to get you to think. If I can get you to think, you start questioning. And if you start questioning, you're going to start seeking. And once you start seeking, you're going to start discovering some things. You understand? Let me tell y'all a quick story. This week has been hell. Pure hell. Okay? And I was having a conversation with my husband the other day. We, of course, we're catching it because we are coming against the grain. We are swimming against the tide, right? And we are planning this night of renewal. And honey, when I tell you, You know what? I can't tell you. It's just so much. But when I sat down and I was talking to my husband and I was thinking about everything that we had encountered and everything that we did. And I was like, this is like my seventh event that I had. This is going on my third year of doing these events, me and my husband, right? And I told my husband, I said, you know what? It's funny how this thing is. It's funny how this walk is because y'all, out of all of my events, every last one of my events, I never had everything in my possession to do it. I never had the money to do it. Everything was on paper, but to execute it it's costly, right? So I had the vision, but I never had everything that comes with the vision. And see, that's when your faith is activated. So he'll give it to you. And every last one of the events we had, oh my God, was phenomenal. And they keep growing and it's getting bigger and it's getting bigger. And with this one, it was really challenging. And I keep getting the reminder from God telling me that, Tish, you already know. When God, I told you, and I'm going to tell you again, and I'm going to keep telling you, listen, it is impossible. You can't lose with God. God's reputation all depends on our living. The only way he is displayed here on this earth is through you and I. See, it's uncomfortable for us to step into the unseen. It's uncomfortable, y'all. And I don't know if you ever had done something and you got started with it and you in the middle when it's coming to the end and everything is crumbling and you like I'm in too deep to stop now. But whoo, I said, good God, listen, what Lil Boosie said? Come on, man. Come on, man. Give your girl a break. But we're getting stronger. We're getting stronger. If you swimming against that tide, you're going to build your muscle. And that's what we're doing. You have to be able to step out into the unseen, y'all. I was talking to God and I said, listen, I throw that word back on him. I said, listen, I am a lender, not the borrower. I'm not going to be borrowing everything. I mean, unless that's what we want me to do. But we trying to elevate. You got to put that word on it. So let me be human. Let me just be human. Let me just be human. It's okay when you're stepping out. It's okay to feel the way you feel. Okay. I had a moment this week where it was just the other day. I became overwhelmed. That day, it was like every call was negative. It was like everything was against me that day. And I texted my dad and I said, man, it's just like, it's just so much resistance. And it's like towards the end and it's just been crazy. But you got to have a fight about yourself. And I feel like I keep saying the same thing. It's because when I talk to people, I keep dealing with the same thing. And people are losing it because their mind are not equipped. Their mind is not equipped. See, you got to look at it like this. I'm going to give you some. Look at your mind like this. Your mind is like a garden. Okay? It's a beautiful garden. So you got to embrace the good and learn from the negative. The negative seeds that are planted, don't water those thoughts. And so I had to recharge myself. And the biggest thing that I was dealing with this week, y'all, is self-doubt. That was the biggest thing. I'm like, shouldn't I be doing this? Nah, I done did a couple events and I understand the discrepancies, but this is a whole lot coming against me now because the purpose is greater. You can't just say you're going to have a night of renewal and you trying to mend something that the enemy hates so much. Of course, I'm going to come against that. You're swimming against the tide, right? But you can't. I couldn't allow myself to water those thoughts or it would have consumed me and I would have backed myself out of it. Your mind is like a garden. See, it's like this. Like you got seeds, right? I'm going to give it to you like I gave it to my son. If you sit, let's just say you on your phone and you scrolling, right? I'm going to give you this example and I'm going to get on up out of here, okay? Let me just give you this example so you can take what you do this week, okay? But you sit and you on your phone. You innocent, you scrolling, right? And you see a nice little girl and she started twerking a little bit. Remember we were talking about that, Patrick? If she started twerking a little bit, right? And you stare at that and you like it. And then the next thing you know, next hour you get on your phone scrolling, you see 2, 3 more videos of that. Do you understand? You start planting that seed, right? So now you're starting to look at it. And now it's on your algorithm. And now you see yourself, all you watching is that tushy. Okay? And you done watch the tushy so long, you done plant the seed. Come on now. You done planted that seed. Now every day you sitting up there, every time you get some idle time, you're looking at the tushy. And next thing you know, you in the club trying to find one. Am I lying? It's like a seed. You can't water it. You got to cut it off from the head. Because if you water it, whatever that thought is, y'all, it is going to grow. If I sit and tear myself down, it will affect the outside of me. Your mind is a garden. Don't water the negative thoughts, okay? You cannot water the negative thoughts. I have to kill them. I had to kill it right at the head. You know, I was telling my dad, because it was so much. I said, I don't know what spirit this is coming up in me, but I feel a slapping spirit coming out. Don't water that seed, Tish. Don't water that seed. So you got to continue to work on yourself. That's the biggest battle. Some of us are trapped in our minds due to our realities. Me and my husband, we was talking last night and he said, this is people's cycle. You caught up in the cycle of this. He said, it's the first of the month. It's bills. It's your doctor's appointments, your sickness, your loneliness. Everything reminds you of that. And then it does it the same thing. It's your bills, your loneliness, your sickness. It's the same thing. And he will keep your mind in that loop until you feel worthless. And then you feel down. And then you feel that, oh, don't nobody love me. You got to fix your mind. You have to correct those voices that are in your head. All of us are dealing with these voices and it's trying to get us off and suck the life out of us. But you got to stand up to yourself. You got to say, no. And like when I get those thoughts, I be like, no, Tish, I don't even know where that came from. And you got to literally bind them. And when I'm scrolling, I can't sit up there and entertain anything. And as a matter of fact, I kind of limit. I don't even be on the phone that much on social media. Now, I will do it. I ain't going to lie. Now, I would get on there and I would do it. And I told my son, I said, set a time because that TikTok will TikTok you to death and take up all your time for real. It will. It caught me. I got caught up like that. So you got to watch what you're doing daily, y'all. If every day, if you need a healing, okay? If you need a healing or whatever you need, y'all, and if you're not changing what you're doing in your day to day, how are you going to get the healing if you don't even believe? You know, one thing that Jesus would always say before he healed him, you know what he said? He asked them, do they believe? Y'all, I'm dealing with depressed people going through divorces. I'm dealing with people in a hospital, a young lady, blood clots all in her body. I just got a call yesterday. We got to go to the hospital. One of my friends' mother is in the hospital. And I told her, I said, you got to believe healing. You got to believe it first. You access the same powers that I have, that anybody, the same powers that Jesus have, y'all. You just got to align yourself. See, people just want to make excuses. You don't want to do your part. You keep making excuses for your search and your knowledge. You got to get knowledge on this every day. Listen, if I did not take that time, especially on that day, I told my husband, I said, I need to decompress and I need to be by myself and I need to get in this word. And I went to the park and I bathed in it because I knew that something was happening and it was a spiritual attack. So you got to work on yourself. It starts with you. It starts with you, my friend. Okay? Start changing what you do in your day to day. That's the only way I can help you. You got to change your routine. I know someone that going through suffer from depression. And I'm like, okay, so when you feel this way, what are you doing to fight? What are you feeding your mind with? Do you realize that your mind is under attack? What are you doing to help you get through that? You can't just sit and watch TV or sit in silence. Your mind already crazy. You got to put something in there. You just sitting up there battling yourself. You got to fight. Can't nobody fight for you. I would love to. I can hand you this cup. I could throw this water on you. I can bust you in the head with this cup. I ain't going to do it. But I'm saying I could do it. It's a lot of things I can do with this cup. But I can't make you drink from here. You understand? You got to want this for yourself. Listen, at the end of the day, friends, God loves you. He really, really do. And I know sometimes life tell us that because of what we experience and we don't feel love, we feel like that we are just drowning with our own pain. And then we feel like we're the only ones. You're not. You're not the only one. That's what give me this boldness, y'all. Because I'm like, are y'all crazy? Everybody got to cross the bear. Everybody. It's no secret. You can walk around and act like you got it all together, but there's a minus. There's a minus in all of us. That is the design. That is the design. But we have to learn to live a disciplined life. And the reason why we are getting the results, like you going to deal with hurt, y'all, people. That's just life. That's just the human condition. Get over it. I told my son, I said, do you think that being a bum on the street is an easy life? Yeah, they doing what they want to do. Yeah, they ain't got to pay no bills. But do you think trying to beg and scrape for food every day is a good life? Do you think sitting up under that bridge and not having a roof over your head is a good life? It's the choices that you make. Success is not a miracle. It's the choices that you make. You got to make different choices. You have to be disciplined. Either you're going to take these lashes for the kingdom or you just suffer them and let it beat you down and suck the life out of you, because that's what he want to do. The devil wants to latch on, and it's like that leech. Give you temporary fixes to satisfy you. You know, give you this quick feeling, this quick fix. And you don't even know that he's draining. It's like a transaction. He's just sucking it out of you at the same time. Okay? God loves you. He really, really do. Thank you for allowing your girl to pour this sweet tea, y'all, of love, inspiration, and motivation. Y'all tune in next week to see what God gonna do. Because I have absolutely no idea. But this I do know. Every day when you get up, Your problems is going to be there. You have to live and see beyond that. That's your faith. Whatever you believe, you hold on to that and you don't let it go. Because everything is going to come against that. Whatever your belief is. If I believe that this night of renewal is going to be successful, I have to deal with the voices of in my mind that's telling me that it won't be. Then I got to deal with what the universe is throwing at me. And then I realize, y'all, that I'm on the right track because I am swimming against the current. When you feel that, know that you are going in the right direction. I don't want to go in the direction of this world. I don't. I will stand by myself. Do you understand me? With boldness and confidence. And I throw my weight all on God. I put that on God. You understand? That's how you activate your faith. I don't know what's going to happen on the night of renewal. But God know. He already set it up. I just did my part to get the people together. I just did my part to do the work. I said, God, from here, I don't know. You got to do it. And he going to do it like he's always been doing in my life. He's going to do for you the same way. You just have to believe. Do you understand that? Believe in it and stand on it. Everything. When I was talking to the young lady yesterday, I said, if you believe healing, then you stand on that. I don't care what the doctors come back and tell you. I've been in that situation before. There was a time I thought my mother was going to be out of here. And I actually believed them because what I saw looked real. What they said added up. And I got a phone call. Shout out to Sister Sandy who poured in me and told me, don't you. I bind that thought in the name of Jesus. You speak healing over your mother. I'm speaking healing over your life. The healing of your mind. That's what I'm speaking on today. Work on your mind, friend, because that is the battle. Work every day to feed your mind, your body, and your soul. Your mind, your body, and your soul. Get you some knowledge to work on your mind, feed your soul with this word, and be active with your body so you won't stretch your skin out too bad. Take care of your organs on the inside. Get the moving and get your heart working. You understand? Y'all be blessed. I love you. This is all out of love. Y'all be blessed. Okay? And y'all go out there. And live a blessed life. God bless each and every ear on today. Mwah. Until next time, friends.